Hello, my darlings, my wonderful friends, my dearest family, and you. Yeah, you. Stop looking around the room, I'm talking to you. It's time for a tale, a story, that has been reposted, actually, sent to me from Reddit user Sijin Rin. Okay. This is apparently originally from Best of Redditor Updates. I've never heard of this subreddit. But then again, that doesn't mean anything. Reddit's gigantic, so, you know. Let's read this story. This is called Bucket Lady, a neighborhood petty revenge story. And apparently it's ongoing. And the OP is Hokey Pokey Guest List, which I like that name. I posted this in r/am-I-the-asshole, and someone suggested I post it here. My kids and I moved in March, day 2 in our new house, and I tripped over a broken paver. I didn't break anything, but I still needed surgery, a 3-night stay in the hospital, and a full leg brace for 2 weeks. Ow. Jeez. While I was in hospital, my partner, formerly ex-partner, now reconciled, it's complicated, Martin, dad, sister, bestie, and her wife had formed an emergency team. They kept my kids and pets safe and fed, finished the unpacking. Dad and Martin did a little garden work, removing the broken paver, and laying some old fence posts along the fence where the next door's dog was digging through. Week 1, I hobbled to the letterbox and met next door's landlord, who my partner has nicknamed the Bucket Woman. That is a specific name, and I'm terrified to know what that means. She immediately told me to bring my bins in by 9 a.m. because it has made the street look messy. She demanded I move the post because the grass would grow through on her side. I explained the reason for the post and said that once the holes were filled in, let me know and I'd move them. And hello to you too. Week 1, bin day, 9:10 a.m. The Bucket Woman bangs on my door. I'm still in my PJs and leg brace. She complained about the bins. I said my bestie is coming by later to help me dress. I couldn't do feet. And I'd bring the bins in later. When bestie pulled up, she had to park out front because the bins were in the driveway. I checked. The council bylaws don't have a deadline for bringing in bins. Next, Martin got temporary approval to work from home at my place. I got home. Martin's escorting the Bucket Woman off the property. The Bucket Woman thought nobody was home and tried to sneak in to move the posts. Martin said next time he calls the police. Wow. This is gonna get weird. A few weeks ago, the police arrived, Martin was at work, and said a concerned neighbor called about a man and a woman having a domestic dispute, and said the man was destroying the fence. The Bucket Woman is out on the front, watching. Once they're satisfied that I'm okay and there is no damage, I explain about last week and show them security footage. Later, I see them speaking with the Bucket Woman. She isn't happy, and she goes inside. I was working nights, and the police visit had taken up a lot of my precious sleeping time. I was fuming. Then the penny dropped. The Bucket Woman just let herself in while the tenants were at work. So I spoke to the tenants and was blunt. I asked if they were okay with the Bucket Woman being in the house while they were out, and said that I'd seen her there at least once a week. In a nutshell, they were not okay with that. Later, one of the guys came around with a box of Chalkies and thanked me and said that they were moving out right away. Okay, I get it that you're the landlord, but you just can't fucking go into somebody's house like that. Like, yeah, fine, you own the building, but when they're renting it, that is their personal space. You can't just fucking go... What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, no! That is horrifying! As someone who used to rent, that is an actual fucking nightmare. Holy shit. The Bucket Woman was furious at me. She says I made her tenants leave, and I got her in trouble with the rental agents, too. Yeah, well, you didn't need to fucking just go into their house, dude. That was all on you. She told me I made the street look messy and hung underwear on the washing line. So how will she get tenants? Oh, wow, you hung your washing on the washing line. How fucking unbelievably horrible of you. What the fuck? I wanted so badly to tell her to get off my lawn. Well, since you can't, I will. Bucket Woman, get off my lawn! Update. I just got off the phone from the council. Someone has complained I removed a protected tree from my property. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Update 2. Spoke to the council again. The complaint is definitely that the tree was removed. The tree is definitely still there and visible from the street. Council are sending someone to inspect the tree. Martin and I will be there, armed with reports and photographs. I did my bit for democracy, and the nice neighbors from the other side were in queue to vote ahead of me. They took their own photos of the storm damage to the tree, and oh my god, it was way scarier on their side of the fence. I added their photo to the file. Next door, they don't have any problems with the bucket woman trespassing, but he's retired and she works from home. The bloke hates her guts and is happy to keep an eye on our backyard when we're out. And these are the relevant comments, apparently. Oh no, you hang your underwear on the washing line to dry? I was on your side until that part. You are literally horrible now. How will anyone on the entire street ever get a tenant again? I know, I'm such a monster. Seriously, my washing line is lower than the height of the fence, so the only way she would see what I'm hanging there is if she was looking over it. That's extra fucking creepy, actually. Oddly, I can see her washing line because it's higher than the top of the fence. Yeah, that is exactly what I was saying. Oh no, you hang your washing on the line made for exactly that? Oh, how scandalous. Like, the only thing this tells me is if she's like, you hang your underwear out there and that's bad. It's like, bitch, do you not wash your underwear? Because that raises some questions. Also, that might raise some fucking miasma, if you know what I'm saying. Wash your ass. That's important for everybody. Just saying. Oh my god, this woman is ridiculous. As sorry as I am that this is what you have to deal with next door, I really appreciate the funny stories. I think if I didn't turn her into a joke, I'd find her way more irritating and stressful. She point-blank asked my partner if I'm pregnant. He told her I was sensitive about my quote-unquote COVID kilos. By the way, I am pregnant, and I checked the council website. I don't need a permit to construct a new human. Please use textile diapers, shake the poop out of them, and hang them on your washing line. That's the plan. On Am I the Asshole, I said, come spring, my washing line will be sprouting nappies, aka underwear for babies. Oh. You should have her arrested if she steps on your lawn again. She had her one warning. Hopefully she's learned we do not fuck around. She seems to be confining herself now to bailing us up in the street and asking nosy questions. Not sure what bailing is, but I tell her nothing is her business. Bailing someone up is when you accost someone and detain them in a conversation. Often implies the escape route is cut off in the process, such as backing someone into a corner. It used to mean being held up and robbed at gunpoint by bushrangers, but the meaning has fallen out of use. I learned something today. We take great delight in frustrating her questions. Glad you got some cameras. Get some for the back, too. If she's batshit crazy, I'm certain you'll need them. I see you're prepared already. I hope things get better. Have you read the post in the sub about liquid ass? Now might be a good time to stock up on such items in case of emergency, i.e. defense. Yeah, I have a security system installed with the Reno. When I moved in, the plan was it would be just myself and my kids living here. Single mom, works shifts, has teenagers. Just wanted that added level of safety. Now that Martin and his kids are staying permanently, and we found out the bucket woman owns next door, we're looking to beef up the security system and get some more secure side gate so she can't access the back. I haven't read the post about liquid ass, but I just googled it. I have 2 teenage boys living in the house with me, and I'm not even going to tell them about its existence, let alone buy any. To be fair, I'm also pretty concerned with my partner not finding out it exists either. He's good at keeping a perfectly straight face while saying or doing the most outrageous things, so I'd be very nervous around him and liquid ass. Seriously though, actually do get cameras. That shit is fucking creepy, especially with someone just coming into your yard like that. Like, I'm assuming, given the verbiage and all this is taking place somewhere in Europe. I would assume, like, England or something like that. Maybe wrong, but I don't think I am. But I could be. Because around here, I guess if you live somewhere where, like, there's a lot of people, suburban areas, and someone's in your yard, it's creepy, but it's not the most unexpected thing, because there are just a lot of people around. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, and if there was someone in my yard, my first thought is either they're here to steal and or kill, or they're a fucking skinwalker coming to get me. So, I don't have the exact same response to that. My immediate response is just like, what the actual fuck is going on? Let's continue. There's more. So the bucket woman has not learned her lesson. First thing we did was add more security cameras, so now most of the property is covered. Good idea. And we were shocked to see how often she was coming onto our property and looking through our windows. What the fuck, dude? That is creepy. Oh, no, no, no. I felt sick to my stomach. The reason she knows what's on my washing line is because she's coming into our yard and checking. Not gonna lie, I had a bad period where I just blamed myself for bringing everyone else in the household into this. We spoke to the kids, and they find her annoying, but not creepy, if that makes sense. We're checking in regularly to see how they're coping. Martin hand-delivered a letter to the bucket woman telling her she is not allowed onto our property. Any communication about neighborhood issues should be directed to my solicitor, card attached to the letter. Since then, Martin has diligently checked the security footage and reported every instance of trespass to the police on non-emergency lines. A few days later, we get a visit from the police. The bucket woman rang 000 and said that I had a dangerous dog which attacked her. She claimed she was injured getting away from the dog attack. The police checked her house and yard and didn't find a dangerous dog. They did find 2 house cats, a house rabbit, and the disemboweled corpse of catnip mouse, which was not taken for forensic examination. Martin pulled the security footage. I've been asked not to describe it in detail, but I can't decide what's funnier, the footage itself or the sight of the police officer trying to keep a straight face. Also, if you do plan to trespass on your neighbor's property and you startle easily, say at an angry indoor cat, it's always quicker to run through the open gate than the closed one. I think I can imagine what happened. Oh boy. Petty revenge component. I remain a free woman. Little cat is not declared a dangerous dog and gets her favorite tuna treat, lots of head pats, and a new catnip mouse. Martin gleefully adds another report of trespass, and Bucket Woman looks like an idiot. Our next step is to replace the old side gate with something more secure that led to more escalation from her side, and more petty revenge on ours. But cutting off her access to the backyard still hasn't stopped the Bucket Woman. We find her in the front yard looking through our windows, including mine and Martin's, bedroom window. Our front yard is a quagmire when it rains, so we regularly find her tracks. Martin has taken to spite cleaning the garage every time he sees her tracks. The fence posts lying along the shared fence have turned into our hard waste pile. Every time he catches her trespassing, he adds a bit more junk to the pile. It's probably driving her crazy, but there's nothing she can do. Oh my goodness. I'm really glad that this story got shared with me because that is fucking amazing. The amount of absolute fucking weirdness from this person. Like, I can't imagine being that just creepy. I mean, it's just creepy. This is just someone who, like, is so gotta see what everyone's doing. These neighbors, I don't know them. And just like, dude, stop. Like, why the fuck do you even care? And again, the one that really throws me is because I'm someone who did live in rented homes and apartments for a while. The idea of your landlord just, like, fucking coming into your house without you there? No, absolutely not. No. That is hard pass. No. What the fuck? That is so creepy. Like, the most that we've ever had something like that was, I remember being a teenager, and we lived in these one apartments, and the garbage disposal died. But our landlord was like, well, we're phasing those out because they're expensive to maintain. So when it dies, just whenever it dies, we're going to have somebody just come take it out and fix the sink. You know, no charge to you, whatever. Just, we're going to leave them in everyone's apartment until they break, and then we'll just take them out. Because there's no point in pulling them all out if they still work. So, that's fine. About, I want to say, a year and a half living there, that one broke. And my mom specifically said that we were going to wait to have it replaced until, I think it was Mardi Gras break, because I had like 3 days off from school because of that. I would have been like maybe 16 at the time, I think. But her whole thing was, even if it is just my teenage son home, I would rather someone, in our family be there. Because while we like the landlord, he was a nice guy, we don't know who this plumber is. This is just a stranger in our house. So yeah, I can definitely understand why the people renting that house, finding out that she's just wandering through their house without any permissions whatsoever, is like, okay, no, fuck this, I'm out. Because, again, that's fucking weird. And I even knew some of the landlords in places we lived, and they were nice people, but I wouldn't just want them walking into my house uninvited. That's fucking creepy. I know that OP said they couldn't talk directly about it, but I can imagine the gate incident, and I just imagine it like a fucking Three Stooges bit where, turns the corner, sees Tiny Cat. Tiny Cat swipes at her. She panics, runs face first into the fucking gate. I realize you said you can't share that footage, OP, but I really wish you could. I would love to see it. That would be funny as fuck. But, with all that being said, this is where we're going to end this video. If you have a story that you think would be good or funny or whatever to share with everyone here, r/Moonhorse Stories, you can share it there. I would appreciate it, and I'm sure everybody else here would too. If you would like to support this channel, and I certainly hope you would, I have a Ko-Fi and a merch store. So, yeah, check those out. All that good stuff. If you would like to see these things being recorded live, that is also an option. I am doing that, honestly, right now. Every weekend, we record all these videos and just a whole bunch of other things live on stream for all of you. So, if you want to come check that out, feel free. And, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for this video. So, oh, and the YouTube thing, whatever, like, comment, subscribe, whatever, good shit. I love you all so very much, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.